Last week, the Bullet Punch Club finally returned to draft form. Facing them in their first match back was the New York Marauders and a very terrifying Sun team. With a team that they did not even draft, it seemed that all that awaited them was an uphill battle. But with a well-timed disable and a mighty Dragon Claw, they were able to snag a 5-0 victory. With a very triumphant return, it seems that things are only going to get easier from here. Unfortunately, that's not the case. For with their late integration into this very league, they are once again forced to use the very same team. To make matters worse, their next opponent has the most terrifying team in this very league, featuring the two most broken Pokemon, Chi-Yu and Bingu. Led by a man that says,
"Let your father f your girl."
with so much adversity, will the Bullet Punch Club persevere? Or is this the beginning of the end? Only one way to find out. Before we start, I just want to give a quick shoutouts to my opponent Mefesto. He is easily my favorite new Pokemon content creator and genuinely makes some of the funniest new skits I have ever seen. So please do yourselves a favor and check him out. Now, going into this matchup, I realized that things weren't looking favorable for me. None of my defensive options gave me much breathing room, for Mefesto can take advantage of them with his other offensive threats or run tech like Encore Iron Bundle. Based on that, I realized I had to go full hyper offense for this one. This was genuinely one of the most challenging teams I ever had to make. So let us see what we brought. Starting things off, we got Enamorous Therian, running a physically defensive set with enough speed to outpace both Donphan and Mint Speed Sylveon. I'm running dual setup this week with Calm Mind and Iron Defense because if Mefesto lets this threat get out of hand, there is not a single Pokemon that can kill this. With Draining Kiss to ensure consistent recovery and Taunt because I genuinely think that if he doesn't bring the Copperajah, this can 1v1 his Sylveon. Now, obviously with such a setup heavy Pokemon, it needs proper support. Enter Regidrago. Now, this is a Pokemon that from an offensive standpoint will always make Mefesto switch out into his Sylveon. Meaning that I can leverage this and actually run dual screens this week with a specially defensive nature that ensures me taking hits really well from Tornadus and Sylveon behind screens, as well as getting 3-hit KO'd by non-specs Chi-Yu. I genuinely think that this Pokemon has the potential to open up the room for my offense to be able to go all in, zero questions asked. Of course, when you're talking about offense, you gotta talk about the star of the show, Sneasler. With the item that you see before you, I'm going to take full advantage of terrain this week because after an Unburdened boost, not even an Iron Bundle with a Speed Quark Drive boost will be able to outspeed me. So I'm packing a full Adamant Nature with Close Combat, Tongue Shot, Swords Dance, and U-Turn. I'm not running Dire Claw this week because I need as much damage as possible on his Slowbro, which combined with his other check Donphan not having recovery can most certainly pave the way for me to sweep him, if I play my cards right. Speaking of cards, next up is Pincurchin. Now, this was a very difficult Pokemon to integrate because of how passive this thing is, but this is the only thing to reliably set up terrain and make it work. So I opted to run a full specially defensive set with Spikes, Discharge, Memento, and Hydro Pump. With the eject button, I can somewhat mitigate its passiveness and ensure that it comes in, sets up terrain, takes a hit from Iron Bundle, and goes straight out to one of my offensive threats. Even a non-invested Hydro Pump does 60 to 70% to max HP Donphan. So should I be able to hit it? I genuinely see it turning the tide in my favor. Next up is Alolan Raichu. This is another Pokemon that can severely pressure his team offensively, as once I get terrain up, there is not a single piece that he can switch into. The only downside is that he will be able to go into his Terra Low-Kicks, which can pretty much just one-shot even Terra Fairy with Terra Dark Sucker Punch. So I decided to run Protect for his first impression, with the rest being Psyshock, Electro Ball, and Surf to hit his entire team. Electro Ball actually can two-shot a max specially defensive Sylveon, so I definitely think it's worth the bring here. Last but not least, we got Iron Treads. Now, this is another Pokemon that can put in a lot of work from the moment his Donphan is chipped down. I'm running a mix set this week with EQ, Iron Head, Rapid Spin, and Electro Ball. This investment ensures that I annihilate max defense Slowbro, with or without terrain, with the Pasho Berry ensuring that I can take a hit from both it and Iron Bundle at full HP. with terrain by my side, unless he is speed boosting Iron Bundle, I can outspeed and take down his entire team. So yeah, this is what I brought this week. And of course, without further ado, let us see how the match went. Okay guys, we are back right now, ready for our match against our boy Don Mefesto. And it seems he brought almost every single Pokemon that I expected. Him bringing the Tornadus is a bit scary for me, all things considered, but overall, I do think that... Actually, no, this is pretty good for me, all things considered. Because here's the thing, Tornadus can't even, like, you know, get a... Like, Torn can't even knock my item off or anything else, so... On the basis of that, it is clear that my Nia can actually like clean up late game if it comes down to it, but obviously I gotta be careful of Tailwind. Fiora also looks like absolutely phenomenal here in this matchup. But yeah, all in all, Mobius is clearly the lead here. Yeah, I mean, his team is like pretty much just balls to the wall often, so there's not much I can do other than my best, but yeah. With that being said, I'm going to lead off with my Mobius and try to get up my screens and pretty much just see what I can do from there. And yeah, let us begin. Okay, so the Don leads off with Okay, he leads off with his Don fan. This is pretty sick for me, all things considered, because if I were him, he has no business staying in here. Like, absolutely none. But, you know, I'm going to feel out my opponent a little bit, see what he wants to do. If he chooses to stay in for whatever reason, he is going to pay the price for it, as he is going to pretty much just hard swap out right now and go into what I assume to be his Sylveon. Yeah, he's going to go out and use Mia, the Sylveon, which is pretty much just me just assuming things then and there. But yeah, the Draco Meteor is going to fail, as now, I mean, I could have just pretty much gone for a screen here and there, but I do feel like, you know, stopping myself from making an unnecessarily aggressive play turn 1 is definitely something worth investing in, and I'm a very specially defensive Mobius, so I will be able to take the Hyper Voice if he so chooses to hit me or something. So yeah, okay, he's gonna swap out. Not sure which Pokemon he wants to go out into, but he does go straight out into his Dawn fan, and this is pretty sick for me. Alright, sweet. Yeah, because now I can just pretty much opt to go straight for a light screen here and now. I assume he expected the Iron Tread switching, but that is not going to work out for him here and now. As here, I do believe I can just go for another Draco Meteor or just pretty much just catch him on a Reflect. Yeah. I mean, if I'm allowed to get both my screens up, that would actually be pretty sick, all things considered. Alternatively, I could have just pretty much hit this thing then and there courtesy of a Draco Meteor, but yeah, yeah, I feel like I should have just Draco Meteor there in hindsight. So, like, the great thing about this situation is that... Okay, he switches out, sweet. If he chose to stay in, I would have been pretty upset. But yeah, he's gonna go straight back out into his Mia, and this gives me a lot of turns of, you know, like dual screen. So there is that, as now I believe what I am going to do would have to be pretty much take this as the opportunity to go straight out into my Metal Face. And pretty much just go straight for an EQ or something. Like, I don't know what thing, like what he could potentially want to go for against me, but this is basically giving me progress. Progress in the sense that I will be able to break whatever item he could potentially have. And he does go back out in his Dawn fan, so very good play on Mefesto's part. Very good play on Mefesto's part. Yeah, I probably could have taken this as a chance to go to like blow up on this face or something. And if I'm being completely honest, I feel like I kind of want to just get damage off on this thing. Like, I do have a switch into my Genbu. I feel like I want to break this thing's sturdy first, because I feel like by immediately breaking this thing sturdy, I will be in a situation where I can definitely... Okay, this does essentially 0 damage, but okay, an Earthquake doesn't do much damage to me in return, so there's that. Okay, so the most important thing out of this situation is that I broke this thing's sturdy, as now what I can do is take this as the opportunity to go hard out into my Genbu and see what I can do. Alternatively, I could have just gone out in my Mobius there in hindsight. Yeah, I definitely could have done that, but this being physically defensive is pretty great for me, all things considered, because I now get intel on what potential set this thing could possibly be. So there is that. As now, I do believe there is nothing stopping me from just going straight for a Calm Mind. Yeah, like, because he revealed to me that he's as physically defensive as it gets, I really don't see any timeline in which he could be anything else, really. Like any timeline in which he could be like anything other than physically. Like, I mean, I don't expect him to basically have coverage to smack my Genbu around that hard. And besides, like I'm behind screens as it is, so there's that. But you know, hindsight is 2020, so what can you do? So it goes out to Fat Ass Mab, which is his Iron Bundle. Okay. And it reveals his Quark Drive, as it is going to boost his special attack. Okay. Yeah, that is not good. I feel like you do not switch into this thing under any circumstances unless you wanna smack me with an Encore. And I am behind screen, so like I'm actually not too afraid, all things considered. As I'm gonna go out in my lifesaver on what I expect to be his Encore, and I'm going to basically be able to ascertain some intel on what this thing could potentially be. Yeah, as he is gonna go for an Encore. Not today. All right, so right now, let's see how many screens we got. 4 to 5 and 2 more turns. Okay, so light screen is gonna go away this turn, which is most unfortunate. But I do feel like I lose nothing by. I mean, here's the thing. I lose nothing by clicking Hydro Pump here, because at the very least, I will be able to get some damage off on this thing. And since I am like literally max calm, I do feel like behind screens I should be able to take that pretty well. And I think he should also be afraid of the electric type coverage that it could potentially have against this thing. So I don't really see any possibility in him staying in there. But even if he does, like even if he attacks me here and now, yeah, he has to get out of here. Like even if he had attacked me here and now, I would have popped my, card. So, okay, so it does go straight out into his Dawn Fan. Can I please hit my Hydro Pump? Please, 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 please. Of course I don't hit my Hydro Pump because, oh my god. Yeah, this Hydro Pump would have like been very good against him. Way too good against him, if I'm being completely honest. So, me being denied of that Hydro Pump is definitely annoying, not gonna lie. Right now, basically what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna be forced to take an Earthquake to the dome. And I can't say I'm a fan of that. Alternatively, you could even just go for a knockoff if I'm being completely honest. Like he's Earthquake, Rapid Spin, knockoff, and something else. Yeah, I have to go out in my Genbu, don't I? I assume that during his mocks, Mefesto saw that, this set is pretty good against him, so yeah, it definitely makes sense. As he's gonna go for an Ice Spitter. Okay, that's gonna do absolutely nothing, which is pretty funny, all things considered. Definitely pretty funny. Right now in this situation, I'm not exactly sure what piece you could potentially want to go out into, but yeah, his Dawn Fan getting all his health back is very much, a bit annoying, not gonna lie. So there is no screen anymore for me either. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel like I just gotta keep hitting him with a Draining Kiss or something, because this is not a good situation, guys. I guess alternatively, I could have tried to do something. Okay, he goes out into Shiyu, which I have no switch-ins for whatsoever. So, oh no, man. Okay, I mean, that is able to acquire some semblance of damage on this thing, but yeah, I'm not sure what to do, guys. Like, I obviously can't go for broke with my what's that thing called, Sneasler, because even at +2, I do not kill a like Dawn Fan that's like max, like completely Fizz Def. I mean, I do 73 to 86.3, which is something, but yeah, I don't have a Chiyu switch-in. But I mean, I do actually have somewhat of a switch-in, which is a Mobius. So let's see like what set this is. Like, if he goes straight for a Dark Pulse or something, then that would be unfortunate. But I feel like I have to go out in my Mobius here now. He has Nasty Plot. No! Oh shit. Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good spot at all. Okay. Regidrago versus Achieve. Yeah, oh no, that thing has to be specs for that. Okay, so I can actually potentially eat this up. The 6.3% chance to Okomi. So I have to try to go for a light screen or something. As he goes for a Dark Pulse. Oh, and he just pretty much killed me. Fuck. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure what else I could have done in this situation, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I'm trying. I'm really trying, guys. But this is not looking good for your boy. Not good at all, if I'm being completely honest. But, you know, like, I was able to discern some intel from this, which is something. And Genbu is still alive, so... yeah, I think I'm just gonna spin here. And this gives him a lot of leverage in the sense that right now he can pretty much go out into any piece he wants to. And, you know, while I'm not gonna say that this pretty much seals my fate in any way because that's like just completely defeatist to the core, it definitely makes things a bit more problematic here. I feel like with the Hydro Pump damage, even though... wait, how much would it have even done? Okay, so he gets out of here. He has to switch out. Like, there's no chance in hell he should switch out. So, yeah, he goes out into the Dawn Fan. And, yeah, like, see, it's... oh, man. Did nothing. So, like, you know, Iron Treads is very good in this matchup in the sense that it is able to, like, guarantee progress. But the only issue is that, like... yeah, I don't know what else I could do, honestly. I generally don't know what I can do in this situation at all. I did reveal a Draining Kiss, I did reveal a lot of things, and basically this... what happens is that because I missed the Hydro Pump, it gives us Dawn Fan leverage to be able to, you know, stay in and do whatever it wants to me. Which is very unfortunate. But, yeah, I have to go out hard on in my Genbu again. He's gonna go straight for a Stealth Rock because, like, you know, he honestly has no reason not to. And this is kind of putting us in a repeated sequence, which I can't say I'm a huge fan of per se. Because right now, what's basically gonna happen is that he has a lot of liberty towards being able to decide what piece he wants to switch out into. Does he want to switch out into his Iron Bundle? Does he want to switch out into his Shiyu? Does he want to switch out into his Sylveon? And that's not a good situation for me. Okay, I have to go out into this, I think. I have to go out into this and pretty much get the terrain on. Because it is only by doing so that I'm able to, you know, get some actual progress against him. As what is he gonna do? I mean, if he stays in, that may be pretty good for me. But he is gonna switch out because, like, he wants to keep this thing healthy, which is fair. As out comes the Shiyu. As I am not a fan of you, my dude. I am not a fan of you at all. Do I just give up my terrain like right here, right now, or something? I know I don't. Oh no, I do get fried. I do get fried because Chiyu is that much of a broken Pokemon. Ah, shit. Like, who do I sack? Is the question. Yeah, I think I have to discharge or something. This is not a good situation, guys. Please live, please live, please leave, please not. Oh, thank God, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So this does mean that we can be somewhat cooking here. But... oh man, this is so bad. This is so bad. On so many levels. But yeah, out comes the Fiora. I do have enough terrain turns to be able to cause a lot of chaos here. So yeah, I have to go just straight for an Electro Ball right now. He doesn't actually have any switch-ins to that, which is pretty sick, all things considered. But the saddest part is I don't even know if Electro Ball kills. I'm modest, come on. Fiora, please. Modest Life Orb? Anybody? Please? But yeah, definitely I'm gonna have to need to spin with my Iron Treads one last time just to be able to ensure that Pinkarchin can come in and set up the terrain. Because otherwise, like, yeah, there's nothing I can do. He stays in. Is he gonna kill? Is he gonna kill? Oh my god! I should have served. I should have served. Yeah. Ah, man. This is so bad. Yeah, Electro Ball in the terrain. Yeah, yeah, Surf was the play there. Why didn't I go for that? Why didn't you go for Surf? This is not a good situation at all. Yeah, I don't think I can win this anymore, guys. With everything with what just happened, there is no chance in hell I win this one. Like, absolutely no chance at this point. I should have just served there. Surf was actually a roll in my favor somewhat to be able to knock this thing out. So me engaging in this play was definitely not the best sequence to engage in. Yeah, this ain't good, bros. I think I may just get 6-0'd at this point. Like, what the hell do I do? Yeah, I don't know what else I can do. Like, I can try to put this thing in range, but like, when you see the Earthquake do this little, like, what else is there that can be done? You know? Yeah. This is not a good situation at all. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else I could have done, honestly. Because the way this match is going, I do not exactly see myself being able to get this victory, guys. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else I can do. Come on, give me a flinch. Anything, please, please. No, of course not. He's gonna go for an Ice Spinner, though. So I'm not exactly sure what he... Oh, okay. I think I see what he's trying to do. Basically, what's happening is that if he wants to, you know, put me in a situation where, basically he's trying to stop his terrain, stop the terrain no matter what. But if it comes down to it, like by hook or by crook, I am definitely gonna be doing that. And the fact that he is letting his Donphan take all this damage is pretty freaking great, all things considered. Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, I feel like there's not much I can do in this situation at all. I guess I could try to taunt him. Yeah, I have to taunt here. I'm pretty much gonna have to taunt here because I would if it comes down to it, I would rather this Donphan not be able to set up Stealth Rocks on me. If I can, in any shape or form, be able to stop this Donphan from being able to set up the Stealth Rocks, maybe, just maybe, if there is a miracle, I can actually be able to reverse sweep him or something. But it's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Okay, he's gonna switch out. But who? But who is the question? She, you. This one fucking piece of garbage. Yeah, I feel like in this situation, do I just give up? Yeah, I kind of give up here. Yeah, he's gonna go for a flamethrower. That is gonna do way too much damage because somebody thought it would be good. Thought it would be a good idea to make Chi-Yu legal, but no. I still do. I still do feel kind of responsible, in the sense that I probably should not have given up like that. Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario, I could have just sacked off my Pinkarchin, been able to then hard swap back into my... He's gonna go out into fat ass map, which is his Iron Bundle. And for his Iron Bundle, I have a lifesaver to give up on. And I'm going to let this thing go down here and now. Yeah, this is not a good situation, guys. I mean, I tried my best, but it's clear that for this specific match, my best is not enough. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, like, agility! Okay, he got me. I mean, in the face of that, what else can I do? It's agility Agility, Encore, Freeze Dry, and Hydro Pump, I assume. But yeah, at the very least, it won't be a 6-0. It won't be a 6-0 victory for him, which is something I'm willing to take at this point. Because this was a very tough matchup for me, and I feel like Mefesto still played well because while the Hydro Pump miss definitely sucked, he positioned himself extremely well to the point where he could be able to capitalize on, you know, what was available and whatnot. But yeah, this is definitely gonna stop me from being able to get the sweep off with my Nia. Yeah, I feel like I could have just, if it came down to it, I could have just sacked it off and then gone out in this and then tried to do something. Anything. But as it is, that is not going to happen. And the saddest part is that I have to go for a gunk shot because I don't want to just lose my... I mean, ultimately it doesn't matter. Yeah, it ultimately doesn't matter. So actually, I could have just made a 5-0 a 5-0 a 4-0. So yeah, it didn't matter. Whoops. Ah man, and he's not even able to hit his Hydro Pump. And it even one-shots me. Okay, yeah, that's a 5-0. That's a dominant 5-0 victory by Mefesto. So just like, you know, all this progress that I was able to make with the last week, it is unfortunately going to be gone. I tried my best, guys. I'm really sorry that things ended the way they did, but like, because of the situation with how I'm not allowed to use the teams that the team that I wanted to use until week 6 because of some technicalities involving the coaches being ahead, I could not make use of it. So GG to my boy, Mefesto. He played extremely well. He caught me on some doubles, and I was honestly not able to do much about it. Looking back, is there anything I could have done differently? For sure. I could have definitely surfed on that Chiyu and potentially gotten the kill instead of thinking that Electro Ball would have killed him then and there. But otherwise, you know, otherwise there's not much I could have done here in this situation. But I'm definitely gonna try better next week, guys. We're gonna have a new team. We're gonna try to get ourselves back in the game. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. GG to Mefesto, and I shall be seeing you all next week in what will hopefully be a much more convincing comeback. Peace.